Hey, it's Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a little first impressions on the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I'm wearing it right now, as well as a couple other NYX products. So NYX Cosmetics is cruelty free and they do have some vegan items as well. And honestly, the reason why I'm doing this is because when I'm always looking up for foundations, I never can seem to find my shade reviews. So I'm starting to do some foundation reviews of ones that I already have. So just to be clear, I'm not going to be going out and buying a bunch of foundations, but I'll be doing some on the Becca foundation, which I have in the color Fawn. This NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, which I have in Classic Tan. And then I also have the Physicians Formula foundation in DW2. If you want to see how I applied this foundation and how it worked out for me, I'm going to be wearing it for the entire day. Then keep on watching. So we are crusty mode right now. First, I'm going to start with my primer. So I've got my Marc Jacobs Beauty Primer. I just got a light, as you can see, so I might be struggling with it looking right. I might have to adjust it later, but anyway. So basically, I was not shopping for the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation by NYX, and I ended up picking it up. I was actually looking for the CoverGirl Active line. I really wanted to try that one out since CoverGirl is now cruelty free, but they didn't have any at Target like they said they would. So I ended up looking up the Can't Stop Won't Stop instead, which is full coverage. The foundations that I currently have are my Becca, and this one is in Fawn. I absolutely love this one. I wear it all the time. I don't always want to go to my really thick foundation and I want to make it last. And then the other one that I have that I mentioned is the Physicians Formula one. This is in DW2. This one is vegan and the Becca one is cruelty free. This one is too dark for me right now, so I'll swatch it for you. So the reason why I ended up keeping it is because I think I'll be needing it for summer. This is how it looks right now, so it's just a little bit darker than it should be for my skin right now, but once I hit the summer, I think it'll work. And I also have the powder from them as well. So the foundation that I have for both of them is DW2. This is the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX foundation. I got it in Classic Tan. We're gonna try this out today. I did kind of swatch it the other day to see if it was right, so I'm gonna do a little pump again on my hand. So it looks like it's a little light on my skin, but I also just think that that's the lighting right now. But I did swatch it and I can see it in person. It looks like it'll be a good color, so hopefully you guys will be able to see that as well. I'm gonna do some concealer first. So this is my Becca concealer in Caramel. I'm gonna put this only on these really big marks that I have right here because I just think that's better if you put them on first. So I'm just gonna swipe a little, and this is a really heavy concealer, so I don't want to put too much. I'm just gonna tap that in first, and then about that much. So it goes on pretty easily, which is nice. To me, at first look, I think this is definitely going to be needed to be buildable because I still can see my scars and everything. I'm gonna continue and do the other side, and then I'm gonna go back and do another layer here. Yeah, I feel like there not much occurred there. So like I said, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna switch to this brush. I got it from IT Cosmetics. I'm gonna switch and see how it applies with the brush. This is looking a little bit better, a little bit more covered. So here's the foundation. So I think that it goes on pretty well. I do still see my scars, but that's just how my makeup's gonna be. I'm moving on to my Becca concealer and I'm just blending it out. Here is the setting powder that I got. I actually picked up this eyebrow pencil a couple weeks ago at the NYX store, and I really like it. As you can see, it blends out really well and it's a good color. This is the espresso one, so I was actually pretty impressed by it. Trying out the 3 Steps to Sculpt palette, I ended up getting the medium because the next shade looked a little too dark. As you can see, the contour comes up really well, and I love that the website has a little cheat sheet for you. I felt like the highlighter was kind of my skin tone, as you can see right here, so it didn't really show much. And so what's interesting about this is that on my skin, it comes up golden. It doesn't come up peachy. It looks pretty good on my face, considering. And also I'm going to show you some outside light too. Okay, so it is pretty much 11 o'clock now, so we are now 12 hours later, and overall the foundation stayed pretty well. I normally get oily around my T-zone, and that's pretty much what you can see now. Some oil there. It actually looks pretty good considering, but I also didn't exert myself today. Like, I went out and ran errands. I didn't take any dance classes or any workout classes or stuff like that. I would definitely probably do this again and show you guys what it's like after I dance, but I wanted to give it a fair shot for anyone that just kind of is wearing foundation on a regular day. So I think it does do pretty well holding up. Definitely prefer using the foundation brush as opposed to the blending sponge that I use. I use that Sculpt palette, which I think I really love the contour for the Sculpt palette. I'm not too fazed by the illuminator or the highlighter. I think what I would do is maybe use that just for eyeshadow. I did an eyeshadow look, you probably can't really see it, but I had done that with that sculpting palette. I actually did an eyeshadow look using that. I probably would continue to use it, but I actually would say that I love the contour. I felt like a little bit went a long way and it was actually the right shades, but I did not feel like the highlighter or the illuminator, they were more ashy on my skin, or just didn't really look like much. But I'm pretty happy with it, and I can't wait to try it again. And now I'm gonna take all this off because it's nighttime. Let me know down below if you guys have tried this foundation or not, or if you have any tips or tricks, definitely kindly leave them below. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.